knew that doing weird-looking acting class exercises like this could help science students become better communicators?
How do I know if it's working?
And who knew that he would be their teacher?
Ruth, don't forget, you got to stay involved in both conversations.
At 77, Alan Alda is using his acting skills to teach scientists how to relate to, well, the rest of us.
Okay, good, very good. Got very animated. You don't think of knowledge as a curse, but it's a curse if I think you know everything I know and I talk to you in ways you can't understand me.
Alda trains scientists to be more sensitive to their audience.
I research photoactive semiconductors.
Using submarine groundwater discharge, coastal management issues.
So instead of speaking what we might hear as gibberish,
Coastal marine spatial planning and the valuation of ecosystem services to different stakeholder groups.
we get this.
I study how people want to see our oceans used.
If scientists can't communicate with the public, with policymakers like Congress, who have told me over and over again they cannot understand scientists who come in to talk to them.
So a scientist comes in, testifies on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Congress doesn't
Trying
know
to
what
get
he or
money.
she's
Why
talking
would you
about?
give money to somebody whose work you don't understand? You don't know what it is. Why would you give money to it?
So Alda approached New York's Stony Brook University and offered to teach their science students, and they jumped at it.
When you do your work and apply this, it's not going to be that you're funny and therefore the patients are going to love you. What they're going to love is that you're connected to them.
At the school's Center for Communicating Science, Alda trains the best and the brightest,
That's great.
like these medical students. And he uses the same method that helped make him a star: improv.
It makes you present. It makes you alive. You're here and now, you're talking to another actor. You're not pretending to talk to the actor, you're really talking to the actor. That changes everything about you. And it changes the other person too. Because if you're working with a salami, you're not going to react to that person.
Did you work with a few salamis?
Sometimes, yes.
Do you think if things had gone differently when you were younger, you might have been a scientist?
I don't think so. I think I have other talents. I think I'm doing what I should be doing. I'm very interested in science, and I want to hear from scientists, and I have experience in helping people communicate better. So I'm in a perfect spot. But to be a scientist, I think I'd be more like what Bob Newhart was when he was an accountant. He thought, if you come in within a couple of bucks, shouldn't that be okay?
And you have to be a little more exact.
I have to
than
be
that.
a little more rigorous than that, yeah.
You had a medical issue a while back that showed you the importance of communicating clearly.
Boy, did it ever. I was on a mountaintop in Chile, and I was interviewing astronomers for the science program. And within a few minutes, I was in the worst pain of my life because I had a strangled intestine, and about a yard of it was dead.
That sounds awful.
Well, it's not so good. And I could have died within a couple of hours, but there was this wonderful doctor that they brought me to who said in the clearest possible way, something's gone wrong with your intestine, and we have to cut out the bad part and sew the two good ends together. I said, that's great, do it. You know?
I understand.
Yeah, that's maybe the best example of simple, clear communication of science that I've ever heard, and it was a good time to hear it. So there are times when you least expect it, where good communication can come in handy.
Can be life-saving.
Yeah.
Are the scientists cowed by having Hawkeye teach them this stuff at first? No?
What matters is if you're really allowing yourself to be aware of everything.
Cowed or not, it looks like they're beating a path to Alan Alda's classroom.
That's going to transform you.
Is this your life's work now?
No, I wouldn't say this is my life's work, but I do spend a lot of time at it.
But this is rewarding as well.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a great ending. Yeah.